wines and take a tour. Then indulge in our delicious Maddalena Italian restaurant. San Antonio Winery since 1917.
When we tell people it took 138 iterations to refine the Tiguan chassis, they say, oh, cool. But when we tell them it also took our engineers 189 pizzas, 22 birthdays, 4,005 miles commuted through 13 thunderstorms, 16 neglected haircuts, 52 all-nighters, and 19 nightmares about chassis, they usually go, oh, wow. The meticulously refined Tiguan. Hop in. It's a VW.
Get 0% APR financing on a new 2024 Tiguan S or lease one for $289 a month. Limited inventory available.
This is breaking news.
According to the CDC, 1 in 4 Americans faces the risk of cancer in their lifetime. Diets packed with processed foods become a silent adversary, turning our bodies acidic, weakening our immune system. Dr. Norastani, a respected voice in the health community, introduces a beacon of hope, Balance 7, a concentrated alkaline solution designed to revolutionize your body's defense mechanism. Embrace the power of Balance 7, because when your body is in balance, your health potential knows no bounds.
Go to balance7.com. Balance, the number 7.com to order today.
Don't forget the snacks, Mom.
Big family?
15 hungry kids.
All right, let's go, go, go!
Stater Brothers. Fresh, affordable, community first.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. The LAPD releasing new details about the suspect who stabbed and killed a woman on a metro train. Why police believe he may have other victims.
Good morning, I'm Erin Myers in West Covina. A motorcycle deputy shot in the back while at a stoplight. Now the search is on for the shooter. All the very latest coming up.
And I'm Annie Rose Ramos. Happening now during former President Trump's hush money trial, a hearing in court that is getting heated as the judge decides if Mr. Trump violated a gag order. The judge scolding Trump's attorneys over and over again. We'll have all those details coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. It's a question for the ages, really. Who is the greatest basketball player of all time? A new survey says one Laker star closing the gap on Michael Jordan.
Good morning, I'm Sam Rubin, new here at 8 o'clock. The great Dule Hill on the way live. Big new PBS show for Dule. We will talk all about that. Plus, Jon Stewart talks about what he says is excessive coverage of the Trump trial in New York. Is he right? You'll hear what Stewart has to say coming up.
All right, those clouds seem to be getting thicker out at Long Beach, and they could spill a little bit of drizzle or rain. It's definitely going to be a cool one, and more than likely, you're not going to get any sun at some of the beach communities. 62 coastal, 66 downtown Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley up to 67 degrees, and a little bit more overcast than what we had yesterday. 66 Orange County Inland Empire 69, the high desert 71 degrees. Let's go to Ginger in traffic.
I know, and you know what? I was a believer. I thought, we're going to be okay. One signaler canceled, only one more still in existence. Nope, the one that canceled meant a brand new one popping up. 110 southbound side at Torrance Boulevard, where the situation involves a motorcyclist, and there is the possibility of some injuries. 2 left lanes are blocked here, and again, they're going with a signaler now issued almost immediately after the crash actually took place. So they are saying that this one could possibly go until about 8:15. So far, that drive, look how tough it is if your plans take you through areas of the South Bay. Very challenging for your ride. Again, this is the 110 southbound side right here at about Torrance Boulevard. So you do have to get ready for how slow that drive is. We'll move you over to look at your ride here along this stretch of the DeVore Road on-ramp to the 215 freeway heading south. We know that outstanding signaler is still here. And so you have to get ready for things to be a little bit challenging, a little bit tough, because that on-ramp is still blocked. But that's it, just the on-ramp, not the main lanes. And that big rig that's still on its side, so maybe 9:30 before they can release those lanes. We're going to watch and keep our eyes on all the things that are popping up. These 2 outstanding signalers still. I'll send it over to you guys.
A court hearing in New York City involving a gag order in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump has just ended. Witness testimony will resume soon. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos in the newsroom with the latest. Annie Rose, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you. That gag order hearing getting a little heated in the past couple of minutes, but the judge reserving his decision on it for now. We'll get into those details shortly. But this hearing is happening because the DA is accusing Trump of repeatedly violating a gag order by talking about his former lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen. The 2 of them have been feuding for months now.
He's such a despicable human being, a racist, sexist, misogynist, xenophobe, homophobe, Islamophobe, anti-Semite, that I want to see him in an orange jumpsuit. No. If that's where he ultimately ends up, okay. Okay.
The things he got in trouble for were things that had nothing to do with me. He got in trouble, he went to jail. This had nothing to do with me.
All right, we want to go live now to images at the courthouse and what we're hearing happening inside court right now. Trump was speaking to his attorneys in an exchange that is getting heated. Trump seemingly frustrated. The judge then telling Trump's attorneys he was losing credibility with the court after claiming Trump was trying to comply with a gag order. The prosecution then asking the judge for Trump to remove 10 posts from his social media and campaign websites and to remind Trump that future violations can be punished not just with fines, but also incarceration of up to 30 days.
I would give him 2 weeks of home confinement with an ankle bracelet so that he could not go anywhere other than to and from court, with the proviso, if he's a good boy in those 2 weeks and he doesn't violate the gag order, we can take off the ankle bracelet.
All right, again, the judge reserving a decision on that gag order for now. Trial is set to resume. Trump being charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records stemming from a $130,000 hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The prosecution and defense both making their opening statements to jurors yesterday, those jurors having to decide whether this was a conspiracy and cover-up to influence the 2016 election, or was it simply a standard business deal? Prosecutors calling this cover-up a, quote, criminal scheme. On the other side, Trump's attorneys telling jurors a candidate trying to promote himself during a presidential election is not a crime.
The attorneys are giving the jury a roadmap for what to expect. So I don't know that the case will be won and lost on opening statements. I frankly doubt that. But it is important. It's setting the table.
The first witness called to the stand Monday was David Pecker, longtime publisher of the National Enquirer, who was granted immunity back in 2018. He's a central player in this case for allegedly keeping any negative stories about Trump out of the spotlight. Pecker is expected to resume its testimony today in the next couple of minutes. Now, this trial is expected to last for about 6 weeks, and Trump is mandated to be in court every single day court is in session, keeping the presumptive Republican presidential nominee from the campaign trail. Mr. Trump now calling this election interference.
I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning, and it's very unfair.
Now, court will end early today in observance for Passover, wrapping up at around 11 a.m. our time. Court is closed tomorrow, but everyone is expected back inside court come Thursday. Reporting live, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Annie Rose, thank you. Developing news here at home. 3 suspects are in custody after crashing a stolen vehicle at the end of a pursuit in Long Beach. Happened just before 11:30 last night as officers conducted a traffic stop on 15th Street and Locust Avenue. Driver took off and eventually crashed into another vehicle at Long Beach Boulevard and PCH. Suspects attempted to run away but were eventually captured. Innocent driver involved in the crash sustained non-life-threatening injuries. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna calling on the public to help track down the gunman who shot a deputy in the back. It happened while he was sitting on his motorcycle at a traffic light. That deputy recovering this morning. KTLA's Aaron Myers live now in West Covina with the story for us. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Jess. We're told that that deputy has been with the department for nearly 20 years, and he is expected to be all right because he had on his bulletproof vest. Now the search is on for the shooter. The shooting actually happened behind me at that intersection you can see there. We'll go ahead and get into some video, though, from yesterday afternoon, right after this all happened. 43-year-old Deputy Samuel Espuro was shot while stopped at a red light. He was in his full uniform and on a sheriff department's motorcycle. Happened around 2:45 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Barranca Street and North Garvey Avenue. He was able to radio for help and give information about the possible vehicle that may have been involved. This after he was shot once in the back.
What kind of person shoots another person in the back? I could think of a lot of names for that. I won't describe them right now. But if you're shooting a deputy sheriff that's sitting on a motorcycle waiting for a red light, and you shoot him in the back, to me, that's the worst of the worst.
Sky 5 was overhead as Deputy Espero was rushed to the hospital. He is in stable condition. Fortunately, the bullet did not penetrate his bulletproof vest. It's unclear what led up to the shooting, but there was initially a vehicle of interest, a white van that led to a home in La Puente. Multiple people were taken to custody but released. Now they are currently looking for a four-door white sedan with tinted windows, which was headed westbound on the 10 freeway after the shooting. Deputy Espero is with the department's Century Station and was in the West Covina area for department training. He is a husband and father of two young children, just 2 and 4 years old, and he has been with the department once again for nearly 20 years. Now back here live, we have had contact with the Sheriff's Department this morning. As of now, there are no new updates, but anyone with any information is being encouraged to contact them. Reporting live here in West Covina, I'm Erin Myers, KTLA 5 News.
Erin, thank you. We're learning new details this morning about the break-in at the official residence of LA Mayor